Hello, Nicholas Burling here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm lying in bed right now and I'm debating whether or not I go into my living room and I record a proper video. And the reason for that is I'm debating whether or not this is even worth it. This is probably just a temporary moment. These are thoughts that I've had for a long time. They pop up here and there, but it's getting late. I don't have a lot of time to edit, so I'm debating, is it worth it? And I thought I would make a video about that. Well, I'm still in bed, which means this is where I'm doing the video from, so I hope you're into that. I'm cozy in bed. I've got my calming lights behind me. I have the lights off. I have to be up early in the morning. It's my first day at work. And this is just all I'm able to really do because today has been difficult. Today has been stressful. It's been rushed. It wasn't the way I wanted the day before I start work to be. I wanted to have a nice relaxing day, but everything just sort of came down to the last moment. So that doesn't mean that I'm feeling bad. It doesn't mean that I don't think that this video is important, because I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't think it was important. This is part of the goal of my channel, which is to help people and to make people feel like they're not alone if they're experiencing things like I experience. It's to educate people about various issues. So this is the video that I'm doing today, and I think this is a topic that comes up for anyone, whether you're on YouTube or any other platform on social media. Is it worth it? Is the content that you're creating getting out to the people you want it to get out to? Is it reaching the audiences you want it to reach? Is it doing the job that you want it to do? What is your reason for being on social media? I think if the reason that you are on social media is vanity, then it's only going to be worth it for you if you're making money off of it. But if the purpose of your being on social media is to spread a message of some kind, then I think it's absolutely worth it. So that is where I generally land, which is that the content that I'm making, if it just makes one person's life better, it's worth making. So then it comes down to, well, is it worth it in the sense that I could potentially be reaching a larger audience and helping more people if I were to focus my energies in other directions? And I think that's something that I'm going to learn a lot about over the next little while. This job that I'm starting, and by the time this video comes out, it will be the end of my first day of work, is one that I'm really excited about. It's one where I think I can make a difference in the world, and so far the difference that I've made has been through social media. So if I can use this opportunity to grow the amount of support that I can give folks in the community, that's exactly what I want to do. So that's what I'm hoping for in general. And I think, even though I'm questioning whether or not this is worth it right now, my guess is that I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to go to my first day of work, and I'm going to think, yes, it was worth it. But the point of this video is that everything that we do in life, I think, is based around what we think is important and what we think the reason for life is. And obviously no one has a reason for life, but I think we all have our own reasons, and we all have our own goals, and we all think that we serve our own purpose. And I've had discussions recently with people who they don't really feel that there is a purpose, and they don't feel that it really matters what we do. I mean, at the end of the day, we are living organisms that are going to be gone at some point in time, and maybe it's just not important. Maybe none of this really matters. So, I mean, that's something that is obviously a viewpoint that I think it makes entire sense to have a viewpoint like that. And I think I've been there. When I was feeling depressed, it felt like nothing really mattered. When you look at astronomy and everything that's out in the universe, you think we can't be alone. And also you think we are so small. Does anything that we do matter? But when you think about you as a person, you think, at least I hope you think, how much you matter to you. Because every person, I believe, has importance. You know, we may be a speck in the universe in the grand scheme of things, Our lives don't really have a bearing on how this massive space that's around us keeps on moving. But I think if we can play a role in people's lives and we can make their lives better and we can be remembered for being good people, I think that's something that I strive for personally. I think a lot of people strive for that. I think everyone is looking for a way to come to peace with the life that they're living and the goals that they want to achieve and how they're going to go about managing this idea that we're just here for a short period of time and does it all really matter in the end? And this conversation has gotten far more philosophical and deep than I think I intended it to be at the beginning. But honestly, I didn't come up with this video idea until a couple of minutes before I started filming, and that's just because I'm, I'm always thinking about, is what I'm doing worth it? And I hope, and I know that these videos help people. So if they help you, please let me know. Leave a comment. I always love to hear that. If you like these kinds of videos, hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. That's the usual outro that I give, but that's not today's outro. I think as long as we're helping people, it is absolutely worth it. We have to stop looking at how insignificant we are in the grand scheme of things and start looking at how significant we are in people's lives. And if we're going to view life in general as important, then I think we need to view our effect on people's lives as important as well. And I feel like I do that. It really means a lot to me when I can have a positive impact on people's lives. And even if it's just for a few seconds, some people just know me from TikTok. I mean, that's less than a 1-minute video. And that makes a difference in people's lives. That's just 1 minute out of their day. So in the grand scheme of things, you could look at that as insignificant, but the reality is that those people remember that moment, that very short moment, for a very long time. So it goes well beyond the time that they spend physically interacting with you. It's the message that they take away and the way that your words have had an impact on their life over time. So in most of my work, I'm doing queer advocacy, and it's really just about talking to people and educating people, and those short little conversations that you have with people can have a long-lasting impact. So that's what my hope is with this new job, just coming back to that very briefly, is that I'm going to be able to have this platform to make people's lives better. And the owner of the company that I'm working for is also interested in making the world a better place. And I don't know what that looks like, but I think when you have more people who are working towards a goal like that, then you get closer to achieving it. So, kind of a weird video for today. Hopefully this is editable for me, because I think the lighting is probably pretty bad. Probably look awful. I just had a shower. So that's it for this video, and I've already done my usuals, so I'm not going to bore you with that again. Just do your thing down below. Love to hear from you. And until next time, have a great day. Okay.